Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Rodgers to throw once more. Able to find Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Rodgers now to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. at their 25-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Goff. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions... here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wright's got it. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Back to throw again. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. To throw again on second down. Rodgers Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. On play action, Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. When they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Being chased out left. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Man, these NFL interceptions really added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. On first down, Rodgers. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On second down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm trying to right there with him. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. York able to send this one through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're run-two plays and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. You also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks again. 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson, and that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. .153 remaining in this first half of play. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Shot, 17, black shot.
Back to throw now on first down. Right side, this is Morton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Tanner Connor, 42 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed his first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On the set.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 yard away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up the blitz here or just drop everyone in the coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Taken at about the 36. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On Play action. It's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. But the passing game right now for them not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's right. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Striker, 3-3, striker.
On second down now, it's Morton. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas when they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open.
but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. On first down, Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert, but this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for us.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught by Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Morton. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to throw here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final try now for Rodgers. Finding Schultz. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. On the move past the 40. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina